How's it? Today is Friday, September 12th. It's the first Friday of a new chapter. Look, there's a whole new platform been back there. And I am lifting today, Friday. New chapter, new place, new outlook on my training. I try my best to essentially just duplicate what I did last week. Friday. A little bit better. I had a lot of misses on snatches. My clean and jerks were not super great last week either. And then that meant I didn't have enough time to do my snatch deadlifts or my front squats. But I was able to do everything today. Like the snatch deadlifts are back exactly to where I was a few weeks ago. Front squat is also back exactly to where it was a few weeks ago. I think the main goal for today was the reason I wanted to duplicate what I did last week was because I increased everything throughout the rest of the week. And so if I have the Friday stay exactly the same, overall the intensity and the volume for the whole week, essentially increased even though the weight for the Fridays themselves did not increase. I guess the volume stayed the same, but the overall weight just did not increase. And that is a marker of progression. So I'm gonna try my best to feel it out and figure out where I can get those small little incremental differences, small percentage changes to cheat the progress. It's not cheat the progress, but visualize and see the progress and appreciate the progress I'm making. I think today's snatches were a little bit better than last week. I feel like my back is it's not great, but it's certainly not as painful as it has been in the past. So that is a big step forward, and I didn't miss any of my snatches, so another W. I feel like a lot of these snatches, it's like once I can get to the point where I feel confident for the snatch, I'm certain that I'll be able to lift this pretty regularly. Like I feel strong enough to do it. I don't feel like I'm limited by my energy or the overall strength that I have. I just feel like my execution sometimes is not as good. Like look at that. That was a solid rep. And I'm really pretty happy with that, aside from my back being a little bit tight. And here's my third one. A little bit different fundamentally than what I was on the second one, but I was still able to sneak under the bar, and I was a little bit more vertical on the extension, so I can kind of drop directly under for the catch, and turned out good. I didn't miss the lift, so that is a W. After that, I moved into my clean and jerks, kind of went up to 120, and these are crazy hard. I feel like I don't have the legs that I need. I don't have the requisite leg strength or even the memory of having the leg strength to be able to do this right now. I know I talked a little bit about it on Wednesday that I didn't feel strong in the power clean, and hopefully the back squat introduction and the progress on the back squat is going to help with my overall strength and confidence in the lifts. But today was one of the first times, I might have joked about it in the past a little bit, but today was one of the first times where I genuinely felt like I can clean this. I might get pinned. That's not something that I feel very often. I might get pinned, but the one thing that I never feel is I don't think I can make this jerk. Yeah, in the past, I've felt like I could always make every single jerk. As long as I can clean it, I can jerk it. That was my mantra before. It's like, if I can clean it, if it's on my shoulders at the top, doesn't matter how hard I'm trying, I can jerk it. That just simply was not the case. Like, look at how difficult that was. And then I'm just stuck here. If you go back and slow-mo that, I actually get the bar really high, and I'm trying my best to get under the bar quickly. And so I mistime the connection, so I lose a little bit of tension. And so when I catch it, I get kind of folded forward, and that kind of hurts my upper back, a little bit of my neck too. But I come back and I try to make it. My goal here is to just make an easy clean, or not easy clean, but make the clean easier. And I do that by a big margin. I kept the bar closer to me. I was able to get my elbows under the bar, and I didn't feel the bar crash nearly as bad. But as I get to the jerk, I am just met with very, very, very poor leg drive. And I kind of took a step back and thought, like, wow, this really is a new chapter. Because in the past, I literally never worked on jerk. I never focused on like, I never had any jerk centric exercises because it just simply wasn't available. Like, I didn't have the equipment to do that, so I never did. But at the same time, I never needed it. And right now, I feel like I am in a spot where this is gonna be uncharted territory. It's for the new chapter, right? But one thing I do know that I haven't been doing too much lately is my overhead accessory work, which I think I've always said it, if I could select like 2 accessory movements for a weightlifter, one would be the pull-up and the second one would be the overhead walk. Dumbbell overhead walk, can be barbell overhead walk, can be like one with the bamboo bar. It can be so many different variations on that. But those 2 things are some things that I've been kind of neglecting lately. And I don't think that that's I don't think that that's a good thing. I don't think that's conducive to where I want to be. So I think starting next Wednesday, or maybe, yeah, probably Wednesday, and then next week Saturday, because I'm actually not lifting this Saturday. But I'll try to do the dumbbell overhead walk and then try to see where I can get to. But yeah, so after the miserable attempts at 120 clean and jerk, I did my snatch deadlifts from 100 up to 140 all in one set. It took about 5 minutes. And then I did my single front squat up to 130, and I was the hunchback of Notre Dame there. And yeah, finished off with some GHD sit-ups. But yeah, this is a new chapter. We're gonna grind through it all and see where it takes us. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Shoots.